This is Across the Streams Media Podcast.
1982, John Belushi, the fabulous comedy star of TV's Saturday Night Live, Animal House, and The Blues Brothers, is dead at the age of 33. 1984, his story becomes a book by Bob Woodward, the prize-winning author of All the President's Men.
You know, this could be one of those stories we've always talked about, that whole Hollywood drug scene out there.
1989, The Man and the Book become the motion picture that Hollywood never wanted to be made. The Life.
Cut the demons loose, John. Let them loose. Boom!
My God, I just punched the star of my movie.
The Laughter.
You scratch my hiney, I'll scratch your hiney.
The Loves.
Please, kiss me. Please, I'll even marry you.
The Incredible Times.
I use drugs to keep myself alert to the comic possibilities in everything around me.
The Truth.
Belushi told people that drugs were built into his contract. Accidental. What is this, a Saturday Night Live routine?
You were a living legend, John. Your friend Aykroyd called you America's guest. Everybody loved you. Why did you shove a needle in your arm?
God's got a saying. Life's not for everyone.
It's not just a story about the man, it's a story about America. Wired, the laughs and times of John Belushi.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Dan Aykroyd Podcast. I am your host, Scott White, and I am joined once again by the Canadian Movie Crew guy.
Hey!
Hey, how's you going, eh?
Yeah, that's EHA, by the way. Hey!
Yeah. Hey. That's the Canadian Fonz. Hey?
Hey? Hey? I don't know how to sustain the question mark go up at the end.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey? The project we're looking at this time is the 1989 John Belushi bio movie, Wired, based on the book by Bob Woodward, starring Michael Chiklis in his first role. Either it's his first role or he might have had a couple of small television roles, but
I will look that up.
Was this released in theaters?
Yes, because I saw it in a theater.
Wow.
I vividly remember seeing this in a theater, and I think it might have just been me and one other person.
Yeah, I bet. Because this was weird. This was permanent midnight weird.
It was weird. So how much do you guys know about the controversy behind Bob Woodward's book, the bio? Do you know anything about that?
Just what was in the movie.
This movie told us, yeah.
So everybody hated the bio, the book, Wired, by Bob Woodward. All of his friends and family. It said it leaned into the sensational and didn't talk about the other aspects of John's life. It just leaned into the partying and the drugs and all that. Everybody hated the book. When they said they were going to make a movie, the only character in this movie is Dan Aykroyd. Chevy Chase, Bill Murray, John Landis, Lorne Michaels. None of they're not in the movie because they threatened to sue if we're used in this movie. Nobody thought it was a good idea. All of his friends and family hated the book, so they didn't think the movie could be much better. They were right. And even characters they used, like like Bernie Brillstein, they used different names. So they wouldn't call real people by their names so they wouldn't get sued. And that's got to be a red flag when you're making a bio and you have to use a different name for a real person. That's got to ring some bells, red flags. It's like, this can't be good.
Okay, so that threw me off because I thought that there were some people playing real celebrities, but then they weren't named properly, and I didn't know that.
Right.
So I was like...
Yes. If you're not a Belushi fan, you're not going to know that.
Yeah.
So you're going to take what you... A lot of people take bios as gospel, which you should never do.
No, absolutely not.